Let's change the subject entirely. The defending NBA basketball champs, the Golden State Warriors, have won Game 5 of the Western Conference playoffs, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder 120-111 in Oakland. Why do we care? Well, it's great basketball, and also the result means New Zealand's Steven Adams and his Oklahoma side now lead the best-of-7 series 3-2. Seriously exciting. After the game, I spoke to Fox News anchor Sam Gannon and said we were feeling a little bit bereft that Steve Adams would have to wait until Sunday New Zealand time to see if he will make it to his first NBA final.
Definitely. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, the thing about it is, like, Oklahoma City was right in this game until the very end. And from the Warriors' perspective, I think you have to look at it as it was do or die for them. You know, elimination, the defending champs. If they don't win tonight, it's over. You know what I mean? So I think it would have been hard to beat this team 3 times in a row. And I think that most people thought that the Golden State would probably get this one. And, you know, now you go back to Oklahoma City with that crowd rocking on Saturday night. And the thing about it is, I think the Thunder should feel pretty good going back there for Saturday because it wasn't like they got blown out in this game. You know what I mean? The Warriors played much better than they did the last 2 games when they got absolutely blown out. So you kind of expect that from them, you know.
Yeah.
A team that's been in this situation before. You know, last year they were down. You know, they trailed in those series 2-1. They have so much experience to back it up. So it didn't surprise me that they won tonight.
Right. So they're 3-2 down now. The Thunder are playing at home this weekend, and if they win, that's it. They're through to the finals.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's just so much excitement around the city right now, especially because when you look at the regular season as a whole, and you know, all the attention was on Golden State and San Antonio, and rightfully so, because those were the 2 best regular season teams. The Warriors, you know, the record-setting team, but just the journey that the Thunder has had in this postseason is so impressive because they were so inconsistent all season long, you know, especially defensively, and not being able to close out games down the stretch. And all of a sudden you see them turn it on, and you know, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder, especially when you look at the fact that, you know, they haven't been healthy in the playoffs the last 3 years. So, I mean, I think they're going to be revved up. This crowd is going to be insane. It's going to be a huge game. And, you know, I think they're ready for the challenge. It's their time. They're healthy. If they just stick to their game and do what they did, you know, not necessarily tonight, but the last 2 games, you know, they're going to put themselves in a good position to win.
Sam, forgive me for asking this very New Zealand question, but we all love Steve Adams. Is he a big deal there, or is he just, you know, one of the team?
No, he is absolutely a big deal. And fans love him, number one. The media does too, because he's so honest. You know, a lot of the times, just like they use that term coaches speak, you know, sometimes the players can kind of get into that same routine. But what's so awesome about Adams is that he's so carefree in what he says. He just says whatever comes to mind, and he's so lighthearted. But then you almost have this split personality. Like, he's so friendly off the court, and when he's on the court, I mean, this guy is one of the toughest guys in the league, especially with that, you know, whole controversy with Draymond Green and the kick to the groin in 2 straight games. And, you know, he kind of just nonchalantly passed it off like, oh, it's whatever. I mean, fans love him because of his intensity. You know, it's like he has this never say die attitude. He can't be denied. And no, fans have definitely fallen in love with him here in Oklahoma City. And he's a riot. I mean, he's the perfect TV soundbite because he'll give you a great answer every time.
Right. Okay. So how exciting will it be in Oklahoma City if the Thunder win on Saturday night?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, it would just be everything. You know, they haven't been here since 2012, you know, and when you look at last year, the fact that Durant, you know, only played in 27 games, missed 55 games in the season, they were plagued with injuries. And then when you look at the 2 seasons before that, in 2013, they were poised to make an incredible run, and then Westbrook gets injured in the Houston series. Then the next year, Serge Ibaka gets injured in the Western Conference Finals, and that's why they didn't beat the Spurs then. So this team is finally healthy, and they're playing with an intensity and a physicality that we didn't necessarily see in consistent stretches over the regular season. So this city will absolutely lose its mind if they can do it. And I think they do. I think they'll be able to close it out here on Saturday. You know, the Warriors had to win this game, especially because they were blown out. So, I mean, I think it's going to be an awesome game on Saturday night.
Sam Gannon, Fox Sports anchor, who is obviously a big Thunder fan. I don't really know half of the people she was talking about, but kind of Sam takes you with her, doesn't she?